Excuse me. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm not a hobo. You can trust me. Ignore that. Second Amendment. In any case, can I interest you in a story about America? Whoa. What if I told you this was a war story? A war that, despite its name, was not so civil. You interested? Why don't we head to the tavern? We can discuss a bit more. I'll buy you a drink. I appreciate you buying this for me. I left my wallet at home. Now, the story starts, 19 years ago, when a man by the name of Abraham Lincoln was elected President of the United States. When a man by the name of Abraham Lincoln was elected President of the United States. Lincoln took a stronger stance against slavery than other presidents at this time.
If you're a racist, I will attack you with the North!
Now, Abraham Lincoln had a wife named Mary Todd. She didn't get along with a lot of people because, much like a baby's diaper, she was always pissed. However, to be fair, she was devoted to the Union, so we'll give her some slack. Now back to the State of the Union. Lincoln may have won the election of 1860, but it was no landslide. He won in a highly sectionalized country, drawing electoral votes only from the North. Many Southerners saw Lincoln's election as a call for abolition and an end to the Southern way of life. Accordingly, that December, in 1860, South Carolina seceded from the Union, followed by Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, and sweet home Alabama.
What was that?
I don't know, man!
Who did that?
I did.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks.
Dude, what are we gonna do? We didn't even get orders from our freaking general.
I guess we have to surrender, man!
After 34 hours of bombardment, Fort Sumter surrendered to the Confederates. Now, while this was a loss of territory for the North, they gained something more important: morale. They had a will to fight the South into submission now. Keep in mind that the South saw the North as the aggressors. This caused Virginia, Arkansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina to secede shortly after the attack on Fort Sumter. There are now 11 Confederate states. Good luck. Because the United States was becoming a very powerful country, Both Britain and France heavily considered intervening on the side of the Confederates. However, because this would not have been very popular, because the South supported slavery, they were quelled for now. The Union had a population advantage over the Confederacy of about 22 million to only 9 million. Due to this, the Confederacy was often accused of robbing both cradle and grave, enlisting men who were very young and very old.
Hey, I like to join the Confederate Army.
How old are you?
11. But I'll be 12 in March. Thank you.
The South, however, had a huge advantage with its astounding military commanders, such as Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson. They were strict, but they got the job done.
Dude, I'm telling you, I blew the biggest bubble the other day.
Well, I blew one that was this big.
No, that's nothing. I pop bubbles like that for breakfast, bro. I did. Wait, hold on. What's that? Do you hear that? What's that noise?
It's Robert E. Lee.
Oh my god.
I know one of you is a bubble blowing baby. I'll find out which one it is. What was that? You know what? I got business to attend to. You too! Keep an eye out.
So the one I was blowing was this big, I'm telling you.
On the other hand, the North did not have an effective military general until Ulysses S. Grant was put in charge. We'll talk more about him later. The North, having both farms and factories, had an abundance of supplies and food.
Supplies are coming!
However, at the dinner table, this caused them to get just a wee bit rowdy.
Man, I can't eat another bite.
Land of the free.
You said it. You know, if there were two on the moon and then that'd be pretty right? Because, I mean, like...
The Confederates weren't so lucky.
What's on the menu today? Oh good, bread sandwich. Again.
If you have a problem, take it up with Robert E. Lee.
You know what? That's exactly what I'll do. Hi, Mr. Lee. Sorry to bother you. I'm an officer actually, and I couldn't help but notice that the Confederates were starving. And
Hello, starving.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that's funny. No, that is funny. But no, I need to tell you, like, me personally, actually, I'm really hungry, so I was hoping.
I'm really hungry.
Oh no, yeah, good. No, that's funny. But no, we are actually starving. So I.
Hello,
thought that,
starving.
Okay, look. I don't want to be that guy, but I mean, look. There's kind of this general consent that you're like kind of the worst, okay? And you're not a good leader, and you're making us die, and we're just not really appreciating it. So if you could just, I don't know, maybe not have us starve, that would be a great thing. Or maybe you could get us some food or.
I'm Robert E. Lee, and you will listen to me.
That rhymed. Screw you, man.
It was now time for the first true battle of the Civil War, the First Battle of Bull Run. This took place on July 21st, 1861. Now the North was walking down there all pompous and shit, with their picnic baskets, expecting an easy victory. Well, the South knocked them on their asses. In fact, Stonewall Jackson did a nice little maneuver that earned him the name Stonewall Jackson. He used to be called Thomas.
Yeah, you thought, Bucko.
Nah.
Hey, dude, do that thing we've been working on.
Already bet.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Cha-cha now, yo.
A man by the name of George B. McClellan was appointed General-in-Chief of the Union Army on November 1st, 1861. He and Lincoln didn't exactly see eye to eye a lot of the time, because, well, McClellan was 5'8" and Lincoln was 6'4", but also because they had differing views on how the war should play out. This man right here is Ulysses Simpson Grant, who also went by his nickname, Ulysses S. Grant. This ex-shopkeeper was not a particularly intimidating man. He stood at 5 feet 8 inches tall, had a stubbly beard, and he was kind of awkward too.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey Grant.
Hey Grant.
Grant was a man of few words.
I am Grant.
Spending many lonely hours at isolated frontier posts in the Mexican War, Grant became an amateur drinker. He soon became an expert. An alcoholic. Grant's victories at Fort Henry and Fort Donelson won him the attention of his higher-ups. He was quickly promoted. Yet Grant's valorous achievements didn't have everyone convinced. Some people still saw him as nothing but an alcoholic. We call those people idiots.
Mr. Lincoln, but he's an alcoholic.
You see, this is why I like you. Come, let me buy you a drink.
William Tecumseh Sherman, also known by his nickname, Uncle Billy. Sound like anyone you know? Listen up, Uncle Billy. I'm the only uncle around here. Served in the First Battle of Bull Run, and, under Ulysses S. Grant, in the Battle of Shiloh. Now, he isn't incredibly important right now, but keep an eye on this one, huh? The North was ready for a rematch at Bull Run. They lost again, but you're probably wondering why it's called Bull Run. Take a look.
Oh boy, I sure am excited for my first battle. Huh? What? Bull Run!
Oh, I'm eating good tonight.
The Battle of Antietam Creek at Antietam, Maryland, was the bloodiest in United States history thus far. And it all started when 2 Union officers stumbled upon Confederate plans wrapped to 3 cigars.
So I heard they're gonna let black people vote pretty soon. That's pretty cool.
Maybe someday we'll have a black president.
I doubt it. No, but that's kind of funny. Wait, what's this? Cigars. And a note. Here, hold these. We're gonna be popular.
Meanwhile,
What you doing, little buddy?
I can't find my cigars.
Darn, what a shame. Do you at least still have, the plans?
Yeah.
How long have we been standing here?
I don't know.
Even with these plans that were found, McClellan was overcautious during the entire battle.
So they're right there. We could get them.
No, not yet.
Right. Sorry. Now? Should we go now?
looks like it's the end for you, Yin.
God, if you're out there, please let a mustachioed Irishman save my life.
That was oddly specific.
Looks like your luck just ran out.
Retreat!
still get him. Dude, what are you doing? Shouldn't we pursue them?
Oh, let him go. What's the worst that could happen? I lose my job?
I can't believe you didn't pursue Robert E. Lee. That made your victory at Antietam a disaster. You were relieved of your duties as General-in-Chief.
Because McClellan did successfully repel the attack from Robert E. Lee, it was seen as a strategic victory for the Union. This caused Britain and France to finally back off and stop considering intervening on the side of the Confederates.
Oh, you reckon they've got it covered, yeah?
Absolument!
The victory at Antietam was enough to justify the issuing of the Emancipation Proclamation on September 23, 1862. This announced that, on January 1st, 1863, all slaves would be free.
All right, slaves, you're free. Blacks, you're citizens. Hey, you, come here. Yeah, you. What's your name? Barack. Last name? Obama. See, even this kid could be the president someday. I mean, I doubt it, but he very well could.
The Emancipation Proclamation went into effect January 1st of 1863.
Buddy, come on, just come over here. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come here. You're free, man. It's a good world, isn't it? Yeah, come on, man.
And no civilian was more instrumental in this than Frederick Douglass. Douglass himself was an escaped slave who went on to become a writer, editor, and orator. He was so dedicated to the abolitionist cause that he encouraged two of his sons to join the Union Army.
Good luck, boys, in the war.
Thanks, Dad.
Fret not, both of Douglas's sons made it out of the war alive and lived into the early 1900s, actually. Douglas viewed military service as a surefire way to citizenship. Accordingly, he encouraged many freed men to join the fight.
Boy, you gotta fight for your rights. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know.
I can't read.
You know, you'd make a good Union officer.
Many freedmen joined the Union Army in order to fight for their brothers in the South. By the end of the war, blacks made up 10% of the Union Army's enlistments.
Next.
Hello, sir.
Hi, what's your name?
Dick
Alright, Dick, what's your last name?
Wiener.
Alright, Dick Wiener. Just head up there and we'll put a sign you in and you can grab a gun.
Thank you,
just
sir.
go on up there. Yep. It's a good kid, Dick Wiener. Next.
Douglas even met with Lincoln on August 10, 1863, to ensure equality for black troops. In many ways, Frederick Douglass was the first African-American cultural icon. Now, I know that might be a bit hard to understand, so let me play a little visual aid to help you out. Roll the clip!
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry him. Yeah, I'ma go into this.
The Battle of Gettysburg occurred on July 3rd, 1863.
Alright, men. This is it. Here we are. Gettysburg Field. Over there is General Lee's army. We are outgunned! Outmanned.
Actually, sir, we are not outgunned nor outmanned.
I'm trying to make a rousing speech here! Okay? We're outgunned, outmanned, and out of luck. Many of you may die today. but that's the sacrifice I'm willing to make. But remember, if we win today, we will go down in history as heroes. So let's get this!
Sir, if you don't mind me asking, who are you?
I'm the general for right now.
Well, where's Robert E. Lee?
He's at home, pleasing his wife.
So he should be quick.
Sounded forth the trumpet that shall never call retreat. He is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant at my feet. Our God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, while God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
The Battle of Gettysburg represented the northernmost part that the Confederates made it. They never came that close again, and they lost the war, probably needs to say, but that's later. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. I promise. The Battle of Gettysburg was such a loss of life. If only there was some kind of address that Abraham Lincoln could give on November 19th, 1863.
My milkshake brings all the... Oh, sorry, it's something I've been working on. Alright. Well, I mean, I'm sure you know how the Gettysburg Address goes, am I right, guys?
On July 4th, 1863, the day after the Battle of Gettysburg, both Grant and Sherman racked up a victory at Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Woo! Yeah!
This victory stripped the Confederates of a vital trade route, the Mississippi River, and placed it in Union hands. They could now transport goods and troops more easily.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yo ho, yo ho, yo, it's like boogie. A ring it dong, a ring it dong, a ring a ding a dong, a ring a ding a dong, a ring a ding a dong. Yo he ho, yo he ho, yo he ho, yo. Yeah, guys, get out of this boat.
Time to kill some Confederates.
All things considered, it was looking up for Lincoln and the North. But not for long. Running against Lincoln in the election of 1864 was an old rival, George B. McClellan. As in most elections, there were accusations made on both sides.
You're really gonna vote for Lincoln? He loves war. He's literally Hitler.
Hitler? Lincoln chose as his running mate Andrew Johnson, a Southerner who happened to be a war Democrat. He did this to draw in votes from Democrats who remained in the Union.
Hey, you. Are you a Democrat?
Take it or leave it.
Do you like the war?
Take it or leave it.
This guy's with me, alright? Alright, guys?
Lincoln knew that his re-election depended on the Union's military successes, such as those at Gettysburg and Antietam.
I'm gonna be frank with you. I need to win this election. And that means you two gotta start winning some battles. Get a little cha-ching, you know?
I mean, yeah, we can do that, yeah.
You better.
We better.
Ulysses S. Grant, himself now the General-in-Chief, headed east to continue the fight. Meanwhile, Sherman, who became the commander in the west, marched to Georgia and burned the shit out of every living thing he saw.
Okay, sir. We've successfully defeated the Confederates in Atlanta. If only there was a quick and efficient way to destroy an entire city.
Don't worry, son. I got this.
Great idea, sir. Great idea, sir. It's a good idea. It's a good idea, sir.
And then we will tie up their railroad tracks.
Sir, they're getting away. Sir, they're getting away.
Who cares? It's not like it was Robert E. Lee.
Sir, it is Robert E. Lee.
Well, whatever. I'm just gonna burn the city down now. All right, let's do it. Yeah.
Not sure you do it like this.
Stop! I got it.
You're doing it wrong.
Shut up! Why light on fire?
Here, so try this.
Way down south in the land of traitors, rattlesnakes and alligators.
Right away.
Right away.
Come away.
Come away.
Right away.
Right away. Come away.
He then began his famed March to the Sea.
We are gathered here today to witness an epic slam poetry battle. Woo! We got George MC Cleland versus DJ Lincoln Long. Begin.
You want to keep Lincoln in office? Good grief. This lanky-ass dude removed me as General-in-Chief.
The thought of President McClellan makes me shiver. Because you can't swap horses in the middle of the river.
Whoa!
Get you.
It was finally time for the people to cast their ballots. Now Lincoln, knowing that army officers and troops were more likely to vote for him, brought many of them home to do so.
Is this where you vote?
Yep, right here. Hey, you know, between you and I, you kind of look like Abraham Lincoln.
Get that a lot, sport.
I voted for Hillary.
The votes were counted and, spoiler alert, Lincoln won.
Sherman. Where's Sherman?
He's in Atlanta.
While we were marching through Georgia, hurrah, hurrah, ring, ring the jubilee.
Well, I won the election. Now it's your turn. Go get him, Tiger.
No longer distracted by the election, Lincoln and his generals could now focus all of their energy into landing a crushing blow to the Confederates. The Siege of Petersburg, which was an assault led by Grant against Lee's army, started on June 15, 1864, but really started kicking up during the spring of 1865. Take a look.
Buddy, can you move? Can you walk? Can you talk?
Yeah, of course I can. I'm fine.
Alright, great. Sit down. Hey, how many are out there?
Like 3!
Yeah, there's 3, but only 2 are on.
What?
Look, I'm injured, but I can walk. I'll go out there, and I'll be a distraction. Will you two finish him off?
Well, we haven't got all that. No! Our food! Pass it back!
Just toss it back to us! Pass it back! Come on! Please, man! We need that! Thank God, no real losses there.
Right? You got Snickers?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see what you got. Oh, we got Butterfingers.
Yeah, a few more.
Dude, shut up!
Man, I'm the best one here.
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say?
For the Union!
For the best, 'cause it is.
Sir, shall we engage in close combat?
Yep. Where's your lightsaber?
It's 1865. What's a lightsaber?
You're gonna love this.
Just hit the button.
Pretty good. Wait, let's go. Oh, yeah.
Later. Alright, let's go. Ready? Set. Go!
Is your arm?
No!
Let's go.
There's no way anybody's gonna hit me. I'm the best here. You spoke too soon!
Is he okay?
Abandon the Union! Join the Confederates so we can rule this country together! Remove my mask.
Holy poop! It's Santa!
I'm Robert E. Do you think Santa owed slaves?
Well, like, the elves.
On April 9th, 1865, Robert E. Lee surrendered at the Appomattox Courthouse to Ulysses S. Grant.
Alright, where do I sign? Look, you gotta admit you lost. Just sign there.
Look, alright, you got me, but hey, I'll only sign this if I get to keep my slaves. Any of you fellers got a pen? Thanks.
I love this country.
Sir, we captured this Confederate, but the war's over. What do we do?
Let them go. The rebels are our countrymen again.
That's not water, is it?
And that was the story of the Civil War. The Union won, the Confederacy lost. Nothing more to say, really.
But Uncle Sam, didn't Lincoln die?
Oh, you want to hear about the assassination? Yeah, I got some time. Take a seat. This might be a while. This land is your land. This land is my land. Now, Lincoln did invite Grant to see the show with him at which he was shot. Fortunately, Grant could not attend because his wife didn't exactly get along with Mary Todd Lincoln.
Hey man, you coming to the show tonight? It's called My American Cousin.
I've heard only good things about that show. Who's going with you?
Henry Rathbone.
I do like him.
My wife.
I have something tonight.
Oh, what is it?
Not that. But, you know, man, it's not like it's the last time we're gonna see each other or anything, so, yeah.
Guess you're right.
Meanwhile, an actor and Confederate sympathizer by the name of John Wilkes Booth was planning the first assassination attempt of any U.S. president ever. I guess you could say it was unprecedented.
Alright, now you boys can get who you want, but I'm getting Lincoln.
We do this now. I'm on with you by 11.
Oh, come on, really? Ask if you can sleep over.
No, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I got something to do.
Man.
Are we doing this now? We're taking too long here.
You know what? Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
What a weirdo. Why are we talking to him?
I don't know. Let's go home.
Honestly, I could die watching this show. I love it so much.
Don't worry. You will.
Did you say something?
No,
I thought I heard something.
I'm just watching the show.
Alright, seriously though, I am dying laughing at this show.
You're about to.
Did you say something? Are you sure? I thought I heard something.
I'm positive.
Hope I don't get killed.
That's it.
QuickTime mode activated.
Okay.
Is he okay?
Now, my memory might be a bit cloudy on the whole assassination, but If you'd like to know more in extreme detail, I recommend this book, Chasing Lincoln's Killer by James L. Swanson. Alright, now back to the story.
Excuse me. Is this Mr. Samuel Mudd?
Yes, it is. How can I help you?
Well, I broke my leg. I fell off my horse.
Take a seat. I give you a checkup. Open your tongue, please. Say ah. Not like that. Like this. That's better.
Sir! Lincoln! He's dead! John Wilkes Booth! He shot him!
Well, if this Booth guy likes shooting so much, why don't we shoot him?
Good idea, sir!
Oh my God, what is this?
Sir, look, I don't want to be rude, but it's my right leg. It has nothing to do with my ear.
Oh, the leg.
The leg.
Oh, I see. Didn't I tell you? It's
Do you hear that? Let's go.
Sir, I really don't have time for this. I gotta go.
a shame. I thought I was doing really good.
Sir.
Yes, it is. How can I help you?
Have you seen John Wilkes Booth?
Who?
He has a mustache.
Oh, I thought I was helping Mario.
Sir.
Howdy.
Have you seen John Wilkes Booth go through here?
The fella in the gray?
Yeah. Have you seen him around?
Yeah, he went over yonder. Mind if I join you?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Booth chose to seek refuge in a place called Garrett Farm, which happened to be a tobacco farm.
Excuse me, is this your farm?
Yeah.
Mind if I stay here a bit?
Yeah, we got some room.
Thanks.
Hey, does John Wilkes Booth happen to be here?
Yeah, we got some room.
All right, let's get him.
We have you surrounded! Please come out with your hands up!
All right, but I'll only come out if I'm promised immunity.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
of course.
sure.
There he is!
Well, I didn't want to kill the feller, so I just shot the guy in the arm.
Well, actually, you shot him in the head. He's dead. You killed him.
So there is a God.
Things sure are different without him.
Without who?
Lincoln, you drunk bastard. Anyway, what are you gonna do after this?
No, I think I'll run for president.
Yeah, as if that'll ever happen.
You laugh now, but I'd make you Secretary of War.
Yeah, right, you drunk bat.
Now, Grant did end up running for president, and he won, too. He assumed the office in 1869. Sherman, the one known for tying up railroad tracks, was put in charge of building and protecting railroad tracks. He hated Indians, not because he was a racist, but because they attacked the railroad tracks. Grant did briefly make him Secretary of War, although he served longer as the commanding general of the United States Army.
So, what do you plan to do next?
I think I'll go into politics.
Son, with your brains, you'd be the president.
Frederick Douglass went on to support Ulysses S. Grant's presidential campaign in 1868. He created a newspaper called the New National Era to hold the country to equality. He frequently went to National Council of Women's meetings and had a heart attack after one of them, meaning he died as he lived, surrounded by women. I'm just kidding. Douglass was not a pimp, but he could have been, and that's the important part. Young Obama went on to have an unsuccessful political career. He's not related to the 44th President Barack Obama in any way.
Boy, that was a mighty fine stab, but you're healed now. You're good to go.
Bet! I'm gonna turn my life around.
Henry Rathbone lived in anguish the rest of his life, regretting that he couldn't have done more to save Lincoln's life. He got married and moved to Germany, where he went insane. He attacked his children, and when his wife tried to protect them, he shot and stabbed her to death. He then stabbed himself 5 times in an attempted suicide, was declared insane, and spent the last 28 years of his life in an asylum. I regret to inform you that Stonewall Jackson did not actually die by the blade of a lightsaber. In truth, he was shot by his own men at the Battle of Chancellorsville on May 10th, 1863, when they mistook him for a Union soldier coming back after a scouting mission.
Want to hear a joke?
A joke, sure, yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not
who?
Not Lincoln.
That made like no. Wait, hold on. You hear that?
Guys! I know where the Union Army is!
Union? Oh God, what do we do? That's Stonewall Jackson.
Well, it looks like we only shot him in the arm.
Good.
Yeah!
After the war, Lee had his citizenship revoked, meaning that he lost the right to vote.
You know what? I'm about to turn my life around.
He served as the president of Washington College in Lexington, Virginia, which is now known as the Washington and Lee University. He stated that he was against slavery the entire time, but I mean, it's kind of easy to do that. But he did redeem himself. He was very much for the free public schooling of blacks. So, Mary Todd Lincoln moved to Illinois, where her and Lincoln were both from, with their sons. Her son Thomas died in 1871, making the 3rd dead child in the family. She eventually moved to France and died there. She never remarried. Because, I mean, have you seen Lincoln? The dude is smoking. Now, if you were paying attention, you may know that Lincoln was dead. But his legacy was not. No, his legacy lives on. And he's remembered as the greatest president ever to grace the office. Now, I could stand here babbling on about Lincoln all day long if I wanted to. But nothing gets the message across like a good song, huh?
I fought with him.
Me, I died for him.
Me, I trusted him.
Me, I loved him.
And me?
I'm the genius who shot her!
Oh! What's your name, man?
Abraham Lincoln.
I thought I had it all together, but I was led astray the day you walked away. You were the clock that was ticking in my home, changed my state of mind when love's so hard to find. Your feelings changed like the weather, went from clear to gray on that time of day. How can I go on with the cup falling apart? Love's so hard to find when someone's on your mind. Listen, baby, your wish is my command. Baby, won't you understand that you're
You still here? It's over. Go home. Go.